Hello everybody, Hobbyist here. It is December 1st. It's the first episode of the 2025 Advent Calendar Series. Woohoo! Koshka's so happy over there. Can't you tell? Can't you tell she's so happy? Yeah. So, first things first, we are going to open up a box of 2025 holiday so we can get the packs out of there. That is going to be one of the things we're opening during this series. Well, Fluey. I'm trying to get them out. There we go. Let's see what our ornament is. It's empty. Got all our packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, 10 packs. That's what we're supposed to have. And our ornament is, oh, look there. It's Ronald Acuña's brother, Luis Angel Acuña. Woohoo! That is super duper awesome. We'll stick that. I don't know where we'll stick that so we can see it, but we'll stick it somewhere. Over here. There we go. We'll stick it over there. Stick it over there. And we've got lots to do tonight. We've got the Advent calendars. We're going to talk about the Advent calendars. Koshka's Advent calendar is a, she's got a National Geographic calendar. She's also got a Husband Hotel?
Yeah.
Husband Hotel Advent calendar. And Andy has a,
Mini brand.
yes, a Mini Brands calendar. I was trying to get there. Sorry, I wasn't doing it fast enough. So, and I've got my 2024 Advent calendar from Tops. So let's open up this pack so we can start this series off correctly. And let's see, first pack of the 2025 holiday. We got a Bravey. Drake Baldwin, Brenton Doyle, Cam Smith, Jackson Job, Boba Fett, woohoo! Nacho Alvarez Jr., Matt Stram, Jacob Wilson, and a Juan Soto. And our silver is Juan Soto. Dual Juan Sotos. We got a silver and a not silver. Alright. That is awesome. Let's go head over to our very first Advent calendar day with Andy and her Advent calendar, her Mini Brands Advent calendar. Alright, we are back here and it's time for Andy to open day number 1 on her Advent calendar. It says it's Frosted Flakes. I hope it ain't Frosted Flakes.
It probably is.
There you go. Is it Frosted Flakes?
It's
Not Frosted Flakes?
Hershey's Kisses.
Alright, show everybody Hershey's Kisses. Whoa.
Oh, can I pick it up?
That's really tiny.
It's really tiny.
It's a real tiny Hershey's Kisses box. Alright. Alright, thank you, Andy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
We're back from Andy's Advent calendar. Woo! That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, for our shout out tonight, or for our movie for tonight, we are going to be doing the movies Gremlins. Gremlins is a Christmas movie, if you didn't know, because it takes place at Christmas. We do watch it. Either we'll watch it during Halloween, or we'll watch it during Christmas, one or the other. But it always gets watched every year. One of those times. So we're still looking for the buyback cards, which is Aaron Judge and Shohei. We did get a base Shohei, so that's pretty cool. We got a Kobe Mayo in her 1990. The Orioles. A Darren Baker in a wave for the Nationals. And a Samuel Aldergari for the Angels. So there's 2 Angels in here and a very warped 1990. Alright. Let's head on over to Koshka's Advent Calendar and see what she gets out of her Advent Calendar. And then we'll come back here and do our shout out for today. Alright, we're here with Koshka's Advent Calendar this year. This year she has a National Geographic calendar.
Dinosaur.
It was a dinosaur, and she gets a bonus one here today too. So let's see what she gets out of here. The bonus in day number 1 is... Alright, what we got in there?
Egg.
Huh, it's an egg to open up
It's a
later.
dino egg that you question.
Magnifying glass.
Magnifying
Your
glass
daddy could use that
This.
and a book.
in a book.
Now for day 1.
Alright, they won.
Give me.
Oh no, it's not a book. It is a
Matt.
poster.
Poster.
Dinosaur.
A poster.
I have no
A
idea.
Triceratops. A Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus is my favorite. And no T-Rex or anything, but there's some Brontosaurus.
Boy. You need to figure out which one the heck this is.
That's
That's
the
a
Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus.
That's the Stegosaurus. Alright, bring it up to Stegosaurus and let's... Where's
I'll
the
be trying
Stegosaurus?
to open this up.
No, not right.
Right there's the Stegosaurus. My favorite. I'm glad it was first. It's a herbivore. Alright. Thank you very much, Koshka. Really appreciate you joining us here on this Advent Calendar this year.
We.
Alright. Let's head back to the service desk and see what we gotta open up over there. I did get a magnifying glass, so that is awesome.
You spin me right around it.
Alright, we are back from Koshka's Advent Calendar, and we got my favorite dinosaur here, the Stegosaurus. That is actually my favorite dinosaur ever, is the Stegosaurus. Our shout out for today is a Tennessee channel, just like me. He's not too far from me. It is Center Hill Cards, so go check out Center Hill Cards. He's a Tennessean just like me, and so go check him out. And I've been waiting for a while to open these. I bought these quite a while ago, and Spider-Man Magic the Gathering cards, and I just want to see what's in here. I've seen some people open them, and they look cool, but I want to get something cool myself. The Doctor Who ones were really, really cool. I like the Doctor Who ones. Let's see what's in these Magic Spider-Man booster packs. Probably nothing. Probably not anything of value in here, but it's still fun to get some really cool Foley cards of Spider-Man. Let's see what we get. Human Citizen. Oh, that's the treasure card. Token artifact. City Pigeon. Can you see it? Beetle Legacy Criminal. Electron Bolts. Spider-Rex. Daring Dino. A Common Crook. Daily Bugle Reporters. News Helicopter. Mob Lookout. Sable Mercenary Leader. Flying Octobot. Madam Web Clairvoyant. Rocket Powered Goblin Glider. Venom's Hunger. Looky there. Look at that Venom card. That is awesome. And last is a Mountain. So we got a Venom card out of that one. That is cool. We're going to put that over here where you can't see it. Let's put it behind the snowman. How about that? There we go. Alright. Let's go check out Center Hill Cards, and we'll head on over to my Advent Calendar and see what I get in my first day of the Advent. Let's go. Alright, it's the moment I've been waiting for all night. It's time to open up my Advent Calendar Day number 1. This calendar's so big that it still has another layer up here you can't see. But I've got the camera zoomed out as far as it'll go. But in here we have packs, and then we have some buybacks, and then we have a old pack, probably 2021 something. But let's see what we get in our first day right here. Day number 1. Let's see if they're easy to get out this year. Last year it was hard to get them out. I was afraid I was going to mess up the cards. And this year it's not going to be any easier, I don't think. Alright. Open up, come on.
Just rip.
Can't rip.
Better rip.
I don't know how to get it. Is there a little tab up here? Yeah, there's a little tab up there. There we go. Finally. Finally, the hobbyist has ripped the pack out of the thing. Alright, let's see what we get. How many packs are in the card? 5 cards in this pack. But we can't get anything interesting. We got a Nacho Alvarez, a Bravey. That's cool. Our Evergreen is also a Bravey. Drake Baldwin. He's also a rookie. We got a Aaron Judge. Nice list. That's cool. And a Heliot Ramos. And a Tristan Crushes. And we're back to Nacho Alvarez. Alright, we're going to head on down to story time. We will see you there in just a second.
Story time.
It's story time on the Hobbyist channel. And it is December 1st. Let's see what our story is for tonight. Maybe. There we go. 101 Dalmatians, the puppy's first Christmas. One winter evening, Pongo and Perdita were watching television with their puppies when Roger and Nanny hauled a huge tree into the parlor. It was fresh and green and made the room smell like a pine forest. "What's going on?" Raleigh asked, turning to look at his mother. "Don't worry, dear," said Perdita. "It's Christmas Eve. This is just the beginning." "Christmas?" Lucky asked. "It does look like a mess." He wagged his tail. The parlor floor was covered with pine needles, boxes of ornaments, tinsel garlands, and strings of small lights. Anita was waiting in the parlor to help Roger and Nanny. Roger hung shiny colored baubles on the branches. Anita wound a garland around the tree. When the tree was finished and the room tidied, Roger flipped a switch. The lights and shiny ornaments cast a magical glow around the room. The puppies stared at the tree. The humans had certainly made the tree very pretty. That night, Pongo and Perdita told the puppies all about Christmas. "It's a time when people show their families and their friends how much they care for them," Pongo said. He explained how humans sent cards, baked cookies, and fruitcakes, and sang festive carols. "It may sound strange, but you're going to love the festive season," Perdita said. "Especially the beef bones leftovers from preparing dinner," Pongo added. "Bones?" Patch said, perking up. Perdita continued. "Oh, Christmas Eve, after everyone's in bed, people sneak presents under the tree." "Presents?" all the puppies said at once. "Why do people put presents under the tree?" Pepper asked. "Christmas is all about giving," Pongo told the puppies as they gathered around. "People give presents to their friends and their families to show how much they love them. I wonder if we'll get any presents, said Raleigh. Maybe, Perdita replied. Anita gave me a collar last year. And I got a red ball, said Pongo. I hope someone loves us, said Penny. You are all loved, whether or not there are any presents under the tree, Perdita said. Now, time for bed. Tomorrow is the big day. On Christmas morning, the puppies woke at dawn. They crept into the parlor. Sure enough, there were plenty of brightly wrapped packages under the tree. We are loved, Freckles cried. The puppies dove into the pile of presents. They tossed the packages around and ripped and tore at the colored paper. Christmas is fun, Raleigh exclaimed as he shook some wrapping paper out of his mouth. Lucky pulled open a box. Perfume, he said, wrinkling his nose. Penny dragged a spotted necktie out of some of the tissue paper. What do I need with more spots? Freckles held up a lace handkerchief. What is this for? He asked. Just then they heard voices in the hallway. The puppies looked up at each other in alarm. Let's get out of here, Raleigh said. The puppies scampered around the room, hiding behind the sofa, under the chairs, and in the folds of the curtains. The puppies trembled when they heard Roger's footsteps. He stopped in the doorway. What on earth? He said. Anita walked up beside him. Oh dear, she cried. Perdita, Pongo, Roger called out. Where are you? The puppy heard the click of their parents' claws on the wooden floor as they scurried toward the parlor. When they came into the room, Pongo went woof, and Perdita repeated woof. The puppies looked at each other uncertainly. Then Anita started to laugh. Roger, with a chuckle, looks like we had some help opening in our gifts. Wasn't that kind of the puppies? Nanny said, as she walked into the room and saw the mess of paper and ribbon. I wonder where they've gone off to, Roger said, with a twinkle in his eye. Here, pups! They are still so many boxes to unwrap, Anita said, shaking her head. I do wish they'd come and help. The puppies looked around at each other in their hiding places. Then one by one they crept out from under the chairs and behind the sofa. They gathered around the tree as Roger pulled more presents from under the branches. Go for it, boys and girls! The puppies tore into the bright wrappings and the tangled ribbons. They crunched through cardboard and rolled around in the crinkly papers. Patch hopped onto an empty box to hide when Lady started to tear open the top of the box. Patch popped up with a playful woof. Pongo and Perdita looked at each other. Shall we join them? Whispered Pongo. This is their first Christmas, Perdita replied. Let's let them have their fun. When the puppies grew tired of rolling around in the wrapping paper, Anita brought out a large basket. Sorry we didn't have time to wrap these, she said. But then, she smiled. Maybe you've done enough work for today. She handed each puppy a squeak toy. From the bottom of the basket, she pulled out 2 Christmas jumpers for Pongo and Perdita. Anita knitted them herself, Roger said with pride. That evening, after Christmas dinner was over, the puppies were still full of energy. They weren't ready to go to bed. "We like Christmas," said Pepper. "We like our toys," said Raleigh. "We like tissue paper," said Patch. "But remember what we told you about Christmas," Perdita said. She nudged her children toward their basket. "It's time for giving. It's also about forgiving," Pongo said gently. "You were lucky that Roger and Anita weren't upset that you unwrapped their presents." The puppies' heads dropped a little. We're lucky that we have two wonderful humans," Perdita said softly. "That is the best present we could ask for." The puppies raised their eyes to their mother hopefully. "We are loved," said Penny, smiling. "You are all, each and every one of you, very loved," Perdita assured her children. "And that's what Christmas is really all about," Pongo said, and the puppies drifted off to sleep. The end. Alright, I'd like to thank everybody for watching tonight. If you have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, and or a comment to let us know how you liked or disliked this video. Check out the comments because everybody in the comments is cool. Click on that bell if you want to be alerted to our next video. And check the description for other advent calendar series going on. I know Doug usually does an advent calendar series. And I can't get that back in there. Okay, wait till after. Wait till that's over. Once again, everybody, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. And we'll see you tomorrow.